Introduce yourself.
Alrighty, guys. I'm Matthew, or also known as I4Matthew online on Twitch and Twitter. I'll be running Wizard101, which is a MMORPG, which you don't see often. Just let me know when you're ready, and
tell them the mechanic.
I'm just gonna go through the mechanics during the run.
All right, at least tell them what your donation incentive is.
I was gonna do that. I have. Yeah, let me know when you're ready, and
Alright. All tracks. New game plus.
Dragon Unicorn.
Alright, so we're ready here. Turn off the desktop audio. We've got the Elgato audio here. And whenever you're ready, I am reset and ready to go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so first things first is I'm gonna skip the tutorial, because that's a lot of time wasted.
Nobody needs tutorials anyways.
So,
actually, I need a tutorial every time I go into any game, because I play a game that I'm like, I come back 3 weeks later and I don't remember how to do anything.
So yeah, there's been a lot of new stuff added to Wizard101 recently, so I'm a little bit on the blind side on what's going on. And while I have a chance here running, I'm going to switch servers.
Shit, you're on the blind side?
Yeah. There's been some updates recently, so I'm hoping nothing changed. So...
Oh, I didn't realize this game was still actively under development.
Yeah, you know Sandra Bullock?
So, the mechanics in this game is, it's kind of like a card game, so you'll have your deck and you have your cards. Each card has a spell, and it requires a certain amount of pips. So if you want to compare it to Hearthstone, that's the best way to do it. So you start with 1 and then you work your way up. But instead of having a maximum each turn, you consume your pips. So the class that I'm currently running is a Storm Wizard, which has lowest accuracy, but has the highest damage in the game. And has a 70% chance to hit. So there's a 30% chance for it to what's called fizzle. Now what I'm going to be doing is every time I fizzle, I'm going to be donating $2. So I've already fizzled once, so I'll be donating another $2. And there's another $2 right there.
Who's keeping track of this?
So 2 fizzles.
I'm playing with a notepad here.
So another thing in the game is that early on there's something called a damage roll. So each spell does a minimum and a maximum damage and has a chance to do damage in between. So, ideally I want to be doing the maximum amount of damage. For the first enemy, the ghosts, it doesn't matter.
Now everyone can see.
But, after the ghosts, damage rolls do start to matter. So, another thing is I can set up a marker location, which is just a teleport. I forgot to do that for the ghosts, but I did it there. And when I want to, I can teleport back to it whenever I want. So the second enemy we'll be fighting is the skeletons, or the skeletal pirates. Which also doesn't matter if I hit low or high. That is 3.
Two fizzles.
3.
3 fizzles. You're fizzling everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you anticipate? How many fizzles do you anticipate for this run?
It could run anywhere from, well, 2 to 15.
So a substantial donation if it's 15.
Yeah.
So $60.
Yeah. So we have our basic spells here, which is our level 1 spells. We will be getting a couple other spells eventually. And now the Harvest Lord percent. In Wizard City, there is 3 lanes in the second part of the game. And Harvest Lord percent is completing the second lane. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a marker there, port back to hub, and walk my way back to talk to Buddy and pick up some mana while I'm doing that. So the last mechanic is your health and mana. Health is self-explanatory, but your mana is every time you cast a spell. You lose a little bit of mana, as well as every time you place a marker, you lose a bit of mana. So if you run out of mana, you can't cast any more spells. And the mana is also the same system as pips. Or the same cost as pips. So I just teleported to my marker there. Every level up, everything gets refreshed. So yeah. Now, because this is an MMO, there is a lot of RNG in the game, unfortunately. So a part of the run comes down to luck if you hit the spells or not. But there is a few tricks in the game that we can still abuse. For example, right now the quest is we have to unlock 4 bone cages. So what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to open up these 2. It's actually quicker to jump to a different server. We also have to defeat 2 dark fairies.
Do we have any more fizzles or things I need to record yet?
No,
Okay,
not as
cool.
of yet. We're still at 3. Now, the fairies are first damage range. That is 4 fizzles. So ideally we want to hit the high rolls on the fairies. Because we'll still one-hit KO them, but a mid-roll will also work. We're at 4, by the way. So we just hit a mid-roll there. So it seems like these bone cages got opened as well. That's the other downside of playing the MMORPG, is that you're actually playing online. And there's other players active. So sometimes you just have other players who does stuff and you get affected.
That's when you threaten their mothers, right?
Yes. So instead of jumping to another server again and take my chances, I'm just going to open up these ones over here. And this is the only glitch in the game. We're literally we skipped a cutscene right there. So now we have to talk to Buddy again at the beginning of the road. So we just port back to the main area and we walk our way there. So a lot of this run is making sure you place your teleportations at the correct spot and making sure you're using the right spells.
Oh yeah, you're probably gonna have to wear this like that if you run your run.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't think that's gonna reach over there. Is it like that or something?
I don't run batteries in my controller.
Oh, you just need battery?
I don't. Well, if you run batteries, there's even more of a
So-
delay between the console and the controller.
Is there?
Yep,
We're
that's
reaching
why
our
I
first
run
mini
wire.
boss of the run.
And I can't necessarily practice on this TV because too much
Yeah.
of a delay.
Well, I don't know if game mode is on.
So,
Where's the other remote?
this one's yours.
No, the TV remote.
I forgot to set a marker right at the guy, so I just set one on the way. Because it would be quicker to walk from there
No idea.
and back from spawn. And now ideally we hit the high roll here, because that's the only roll that will kill him.
Actually, I might
Which
still
we
be
did
able to
not
make
get.
that work, maybe. Let's see. How big's your cord?
And this is also the first of a few fights where we will have multiple enemies.
USB extender.
Yep.
That's like it's
Oh, listen, I need I gotta grab the USB one.
I'm just letting you know right now, Meta.
Yeah.
My run goes disastrous at the end.
Well, yeah.
How much time?
Alright, so plug this in. Yeah, you should be fine.
Oh yeah, I got plenty. Cause I can almost be from like here to your chair with.
And that's what the high roll looks like.
Yeah,
So that's the
Yeah, let's
first
put this
mini
back
boss
over.
done.
Yeah, the more I practice on that, the more I'm just gonna get frustrated at myself.
So I'm gonna set a marker here.
Echo. Change the
And
HD
now we're
by
going
2.
to the library.
I don't know right
Absolutely no idea where set down the remote at.
And to the headmaster. Now we've unlocked our second spell, but we're not going to use it at all. So we're going to remove that from our deck.
Stuff situated out of the way as much as possible.
So we're at the boring part of the run where we just do a lot of chit-chatting.
Yeah, I have no clue what to do for commentary. I won't be able to talk at all through my run. So I just have to
And we
focus on
unlock
that.
Lightning Bats, which
Necessarily
is
can't
our
explain
Yeah, we'll
what
figure it out.
2-pip spell.
Get 'em to the end of the track.
There we go. See, highly professional, right? Thanks for coming. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I've never run anything like this before, so I don't think I haven't heard of any speedrunning events in Michigan at all, though.
There's been a few.
No idea.
I don't know who's run them, but I have heard of events up here for speedrunning.
Yeah, that's alright. That's Ohio.
I mean, anything past Oklahoma is considered like, you know, Canada to me, so.
Oh my god.
Now, I just got the fairy spell. I will be keeping one in just for safety. That is the first and only healing spell we're going to be getting in this run. So in case things start to go bad,
What's the estimate for the run?
about 50 minutes. Could be a lot quicker though. So we're going to be doing the Triton Avenue line, but we accept all of them because it's quicker.
Wow, the channel's actually only 2 followers away from 900.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a milestone right there.
And then it's 1,000.
Yep. There's also board games down in the dining room. Pop as well. I think one of the people's coming with some snacks. And then we'll have pizza ordered later in the day.
Yeah, I brought, they said they already had a Switch, but I also brought a couple of GameCube controllers and a GameCube controller adapter if people want to play Smash.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But there's a TV in every room that you guys are going to be in. Living room's got the TV set to it. The dining room's got the TV set to it. So you guys should be set no matter where you are to be able to see what's going on. Sickening Llama. I know who that is. Thank you. On lunch break?
You find a broken wand just inside the haunted cave.
Did you find it?
So we're just about done with all the talking, and we'll be back to the fighting. Now we have to kill 2 of 2 different enemies. So ideally, I would have got a wand that has a 0 pip spell, but unfortunately I didn't get it, so I'm just gonna have to pass.
That's not here, but that's funny.
Because if I had a 0 pip wand spell, or wand, that has a spell that has a 0 pip damage spell, what I would do is I would attempt the 1 pip spell. If that were to hit, I would follow up with a wand hit. Otherwise, I would just use bats. By the way, I'm at 5 fizzles. Yeah. If you want to update the counter.
5 fizzles?
Yeah. I think I'm at 5.
We're going to put it to 5. Ted, apparently, they're a team meeting on today. The account manager team meeting. Apparently there was. They played the opening of the expo in the meeting.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
That was interesting. We had a meeting there? That's crazy.
I think Justin's gonna be coming by in the afternoon today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think Chris is either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It might be Sunday. One of the days he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So the bat spell also has a damage range, but the damage range is so high, it's gonna be one-shot in almost everything else in the run, except for the last boss.
The Harvest Lord.
Exactly.
I know things. 'Cause it's in the title.
Yeah. So yeah, the Harvest Lord is the final boss of this lane.
Isn't it cold?
Yeah, I mean, there's a blanket over there. You can. I got jackets
tropical
too.
people over here.
I can get you a jacket if you want. I got a bunch. They're stylish. They're in season for a gaming event.
Now, the last little detail is when you're attacking someone that has the same attribute as you, they will resist your attack. So ideally, when you're fighting the ghouls, you just want to use the 2 pip spell, because there's 0 chance of killing them with the 1 pip spell. Because A, they have 150 HP, but B, it would just do straight up less damage. For example, 112 there. Now ideally I just want to pass and use the bat spell, because that saves on animation time. And less chances of fizzling, because instead of casting 2 spells, I'm just casting 1. So this is where the major part of the RNG comes in. So we have to collect storm medallions, and those aren't a guaranteed draw. So we may have to fight 3, we may have to fight 6 rotten fodders in order to get the medallions. Now, ideally, what we want to see is the rotten fodders cast the Myth Shield spell because it has the lowest animation. But they also have their own deck of cards that they choose from and pick from. Also, between each fight, there is a small timer where you can't fight another enemy. And that's just for the base game, just in case you don't get pulled a million times. So I use that time if I see a mana orb to pick up some more mana. Because at this stage of the run, you are low on mana. And I am trying to avoid using the potion until I absolutely need to. Which the potion treats it like you just gotta level up without actually leveling up. So you get your health and mana fully restored. So I got lucky, I got 3 for 3.
Don't forget to gather medallions from rotting fodders for Duncan. You wouldn't want to keep him waiting.
You collected these from in order.
So I just got a level up there. So I just got everything restored once again. And a lot of this stage of the run is making sure you kill everything efficiently as possible, as well as managing your mana. Because you will go through a lot of mana. Okay, so this is the part that can make or break your run. Finding this one Lumina crystal has been a nightmare for a lot of people. This is a more rare drop. We only need to get 1, but it's the fact of getting the 1 drop is the issue. So what I'm going to also be doing is every Scarlet Screamer that I fight, I will also be donating $2. Now, the Scarlet Screamers could have been a range, And I just got the crystal first try.
My brothers? Oh,
So we're off to fight the Harvest Lord.
What's the ETA on this?
50 minutes.
It's supposed to be 50 minutes. Haven't run it in a while, so I put 50 minutes to be safe. Apparently in the last updates, there has been some changes, so the run
Hi,
seems to
Gold
be...
Lion.
So it seems like...
Yeah, potentially a slot to fill.
Huh?
Yeah.
When?
Your girlfriend's son is not able to run. Swap space.
Wait, why can't he?
He thought it was Saturday, not Friday.
That sounds like a swap thing to do. I'm gonna have a talk with his mom later.
But
can
Jay,
we not swap?
Jay, there weren't any. I looked, but Jay might be able to do a solo run of something Super Metroid instead. I'm waiting on a response from him. That's not till 5:40. We got time.
Yeah. How long's the slot? How big's the
Hour
slot?
10.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We got some
we got time.
between all of us.
Yeah.
So we're at the final
some
boss
Triscuits.
of
Huh?
the lane.
Then we'll get some
goddamn it.
Triscuits.
Why do you always go there?
That's hilarious.
God. I think that's why you put this thing on. In the hopes that after drunk percent, just be lubed up enough
We're gonna
to
do
go
it.
out to your danger post.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna target the rotting fodder first, because if I get the spell off, that's one less spell that goes off per turn. Because I cannot kill the rotting fodder in one spell.
Rotting butter.
Or the Harvest Lord. I cannot kill the Harvest Lord with one spell. So it's gonna save a lot of time killing the minion first, then the boss.
Hey, Pharaoh, can you do me a favor? You know where the Echo Show is downstairs?
I do. You want it?
No, just it is on the top right. Oh, well,
I
yeah.
don't know what you're going to ask me, and I have no clue what I
Oh,
would be.
there's just a switch in the top right
Yeah.
for the webcam. Open it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea.
Okay. Thank you.
I be poor. I'm not used to all this fancy tech. Like, my webcam is literally like a $3 webcam.
Oh yeah, I've got that one and that one. That's my old one. That's my new one.
Add +1 to Fizzles.
Fizzles. Oh my, you're losing money fast.
So originally, back before the updates, there was an additional boss fight that you used to have to do. You used to have to do a lot more walking, but some of the walking got cut out.
That's good.
Talking to the teacher was not originally a part. That used to be something that was out of the way.
Oh wait, we got a follow from Harv Dad. That's Mr. Harvey Weinstein himself. Thank you for the follow. And Zegold and Lion, thank you for the follow, which actually should put us at 900 followers to this channel for the first time ever.
Nice.
Here, let's double check that follower count.
Just updated live for me.
Yes, you are at 900.
900! Woo!
Nice. Now we just need to get another 100.
Yeah, 100 more. That was actually my goal for 2019, as unrealistic as it is. Was 1,000.
I'm pushing 1,500 myself,
Thank you
but
for
I
freeing
haven't
me.
streamed in like 3 months.
Yeah. And you probably lost a
No,
good chunk.
I didn't lose any. Like, through my FGC departure
Yeah.
and everything, I maybe, like, my Twitter took more of a beating
Yeah.
than my Twitch.
Now, I forgot to place a marker,
That's
so
why
I
I
have
put
to
you in
walk
charge of my
back.
social media.
We will need to get ready on
also
time.
a lot of
Yeah.
followers on Twitter. And
We need to get ready on time soon.
Oh, ready on time soon.
Would have been done by now if I would have remembered to place the marker.
It's all good.
So that is 20 minutes under estimate. And that's also beating my own PB because my PB was on the old version.
PBB, not here, but PB right here.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Shit.
And someone's fighting the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah, that's good.
Andrea's gonna be
Hang
fighting the Kraken.
You saved art. You'd better tell the headmaster what has happened here.
All
You
right,
need to be
call.
informed on what's happening in
Quality.
Wizard
I
City.
got scared.
Hello.
And
I don't care about my car's extended warranty. Leave me alone.
get ready
Yeah.
on time.
You're telling ready on time?
And time.
Pause. There we go.
It's supposed to
29,
be
28.
50 minutes?
Yeah.
Just wrecked it.
Wrecked it. That's like Ralph.
Wow.
20-minute PV.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal at all, right?
Yeah,
That's
thanks to
ridiculous.
because last time I played, some of these stuff changed, so the game it seems like it's a lot faster now.
God.
So,
Well, there you go.
because there used to be like another 10 minutes of bullshit you had to do.
Oh. Cool, now we have a half-hour window we gotta kill.
I'm gonna turn this